I'm Wayne Kramer with the Unfixed Income YouTube channel, and I just wanted to hop on here today and just kind of go over a few things. One, my new book, From Pounding Nails to Sales, having some good success with this. People are purchasing this book. I'm having some good feedback on the content. It took me about a year and a half to write this, and it's an applicable book that you can go through. And let me see if I can find this because there are some workbook sections. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's some sections that you can go through and you can fill it out as a workbook. And it's a really applicable book that you can kind of go through and you can change the way that you think. It's a book about how I went from doing labor and construction jobs and how basically pretty much lost everything, went into sales, changed my thinking to an unfixed income mindset. The rest is history. And that's where the magic is. So if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. Click subscribe, leave your comments. And if you have any great ideas or topics that you'd like me to go over, throw them in there. I'll work them in as well. But one thing I talked about in this book is the need I should say, to make a vision board. And what is a vision board? Well, a vision board is just a board or a tag board or whatever you might want to use. It's a board that allows you to open up your horizons and to put the vision for your life on a board. And so it's something that you can see and you can look at. And every time you look at something, you internalize it, it comes into your eyes and it goes into your mind, and eventually it becomes a reality. It's a crazy thing. It doesn't seem like it should work, but it really does. And when you make your vision board, make it incredible. Do not make it reasonable. If you wanted to have a dream house, put the dream house you want on the vision board. Don't put, well, this is, after we look at the mortgage and the taxes, and this is what we would buy. No, that's ridiculous. It's a vision board. Put the best possible scenario, okay? If you wanted to be like a school teacher, pick the school you'd want to teach at. Put it next to you teaching, whatever it may be, but make it huge and don't limit yourself. I used to have a mentor. Unfortunately, he passed away about 3 years ago now. And he was a great guy. And one thing about life, as we're moving through life and we're going through every day, you don't necessarily realize that some of the people that we have access to, they won't always be here. There'll come a day where they're not there anymore. And it's tricky because we take things for granted because we're just in motion and we're trying to do all of the things that we're trying to get done. But sometimes in that process, we lose focus of the value that some of the people in our life actually bring. And he passed away, but I remember specifically, among many things that he helped me with, he said that if you write down your goals at the beginning of the year, so your financial goals, let's say that you're in sales and you wanted to make $150,000. That's just, you wanted to write that down. Put it in an envelope on a piece of paper. He said, put it in your desk drawer. Just put it right in the drawer and call it good. And then at the end of the year, check that. And he said it's like magical. You'll actually achieve. It's crazy how it works. It's really nuts how good it works. So I did it. It's incredible. Because what you're doing is you're taking your thoughts and your dreams and you're writing it down and you're actually almost writing it into reality. I know it sounds, I don't mean this to sound mystical or crazy or weird or anything, but we are made, I believe, in the image of a perfect God, and he spoke things into existence. He created. We're made by a creator, so we are made to create. So when you make your vision board, take your time and make the best vision board that you possibly can. So I'm just going to show you my vision board. This is going to be a marvel of incredible video skills and technology. Okay, actually, that's not true at all. It's going to be me holding up a tag board. But this is on the vision board, Successful Business YouTube channel. You're watching it. You're on it right now. I'm on it right now. It's in the works. It's happening. It's called taking action and actually doing something instead of just talking about it. So that's happening. This is another one. So this is public speaking. So I'm going to be doing some public speaking shortly. I've done a little bit. I used to work in radio years ago. I did some professional voice acting, that was actually really fun. But I'm going to do some public speaking and mainly on my book and some coaching and some mentoring programs that I'll be going through. I'll be offering those on this channel as well. So look for those coming in the near future. How about this? I did put on the vision board, God is the only reason I've made it this far. And why did I put that? Because I believe that. God is the only reason I've made it this far. God's the only reason that I have the opportunities I have. And I wanted to make sure that I never forget that. And I see it every single day, 24 hours a day, whenever I walk in this room, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Don't put your vision board under your bed. Don't put it in your closet. Don't hide it behind a cabinet. Put it on an easel and make it something that you can see. That's the magic. The vision of the vision board is kind of important. You need to see it. And as it comes into your mind every day, you see it, you start to become that person and it becomes a reality and it becomes more attainable each and every day. It's kind of like, have you ever test driven a car where you go to the dealer and they're like, hey, hop in. What do you think? What do you think about the steering wheel? What do you think about the seats? You like the view out the front windshield, and how do you like the ergonomics and like the radio, and you're driving it, and as you're doing that, it starts to become your car. You start to take ownership of that car, and it's just an amazing thing because as you're in the car, it's becoming who you are. Vision board, no different. Very similar, actually. So this is another thing on my vision board. I'm just going to cut this right in front of my face because helping the homeless right there. Can I do this right? Helping the homeless. I have a very strong desire to help the homeless. And why is that? Well, I think the only commodity this world actually has are people. I think people are the only thing that are actually going anywhere in this world. And so homeless people are near and dear to my heart. Why? Because as a family, we went completely broke in 2008, 2009. It's a tough situation. And people aren't always homeless because they're just jerks or, some people just have a stroke or like a stretch of bad luck or a stroke of bad luck or whatever it might be, and they just need some help. And I want to have the ability to have an unfixed income and make enough so that I can help these people, so I can offer assistance and not just say, hey, man, I hope you're doing okay, man. I could actually help them. That is a goal that I have. So I put it on the vision board. How about this one? I'm writing a book, okay? I'm writing a book. I put it on here a year and a half ago. There's my book. I love the vision board deal. It's just so cool because you put it on there and you got to hold yourself to it. Complete, professionally published, available on the link below. You can buy it today, send it out. You can buy a couple copies if you'd like, go through it. Let me know what you think. Done. Magic. Not magic, actually. It's called taking action. It's called putting a dream, a vision into motion and then executing it. This one right here, the Unfixed Income logo, that logo right there, there it is right there. I can't even do this. That Unfixed Income logo, we had that made by a graphic artist. That turned out really cool. That became a reality. Here's a cabin that I'd like to own. This is a cabin up in the mountains somewhere. Don't own it yet, but would like to own it. And then there's the boat. There's a boat that I'd like to own. It's a Scout, super nice boat. Don't own it yet. Haven't talked myself into buying it yet, but I'm getting closer. And I will. And I'll be out in that boat. And when I'm in that boat, I'm going to remember this vision board. And then I also have passive income. Passive income is really important. That's a big part of unfixed income. Passive income, income that you don't have to work every second of your life for to earn, where you put your investments and your savings to work. So you go to bed at night, say that you have a product available. You go to bed at night, you wake up, some books have been sold. You have investments in stocks, dividends happen. You've got a rental property, a real estate property. It appreciates in value, hopefully a lot. You also get the passive income from the rents. Lots of different ways of getting passive income. That's super important to me because what does that represent? It represents not just financial freedom, but true freedom. It doesn't, if you have a lot of money, but you don't have the freedom of time to go live your life the way you want and do the things that you want, you have freedom, but it's not quite there. I'd like freedom, real freedom where I have passive income coming in, multiple income streams, and you can actually be more free to chase after the visions for your life, the dreams that you would like to achieve. So get on that right away. Make a vision board. Don't just talk about it. I talked about it for the longest time. Just do it. Think, sit down, get a tablet out, write down the ideas for your life. Like, what is your perfect life? What does it look like? What does your perfect marriage look like? What would be your ideal car? What would be your perfect job? Right? Where would you like your children to go to college? If you want them to go to college, do you want them to go to some unbelievable school or a private school for their education? What would it be? Would you like to start an orphanage? Would you like to volunteer more at your church or like help your family or your parents? What are your goals? Write them down on paper. Just brainstorm, put them down, and then fashion a physical, tangible board. See, this is tangible. It's here. This isn't just in my mind. You take it out of your mind and you put it on a board, and it becomes that much closer to a reality. So get that vision board done. Get it up on an easel where you can look at it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and start to see the vision for your life. You know, we're made in the image of a perfect God. God spoke everything into existence. He's the creator. So we're made in his image, so we should create. We can create amazing things, and we all have different skill sets and talents and gifts that we can use to really impact this world in an incredible way. And a vision board can really help you unlock that. And you can gain unfixed income, and you can have financial freedom, and you can really change the trajectory of your life, and you can really see some incredible opportunities just kind of come about magically. And the thing about it is it's not magical at all. It's the result of actually allowing yourself to dream and imagine and start to put it on paper, start to put it on a vision board, and make it a reality. So that's why I wanted to hop on today. Get the vision board made. Go in the comments below. Let me know if you've got it done. Let me know what you think about this video. If you've got any other topics that you want to go over on this channel, let me know. It's all things unfixed. There it is, unfixed income. So tax savings, retirement savings. We're going to have some incredible interviews coming up. I'm getting excited. This is going to be really cool because this is going to be something that it's going to be very beneficial to a lot of people. And it's going to really allow us to look at our finances in a different way and a more productive way, a more beneficial way for ourselves, our spouses, and our families. So if you've got any great topics you want me to talk about, put them in the comments. But please click the link below, get a copy of this book, Get it delivered. Start reading it. Go through it. Let me know what you think. Click the subscribe button below. And God bless, my friends. I hope that your day is amazing. Thank you for taking the time to check out this Unfixed Income YouTube channel. Until next time, stay well and God bless.